Omnipod is a tubeless insulin pump, which holds 200 units of insulin. It consists of two pieces, the Personal Diabetes Manager, or PDM, and the pod, which is an all-in-one disposable insulin pump. The pod is changed every 2 to 3 days. Right now, in this moment, there are two versions of the Omnipod system available. The first looks like a BlackBerry. It's the Aero system, and it uses radio frequency to communicate with the pod. The second version that's currently out is called the Dash. It looks like an Android phone and uses Bluetooth to communicate with the pod, and you can see this pod actually has a blue tab indicating that these two can be paired together. Both of the devices do essentially the same thing. Something people really like about the Omnipod device is that the pod is waterproof. You can go swimming with it or take a shower, and it continues to deliver basal insulin while you're wearing it. And the PDM doesn't need to be nearby. So if you're in the ocean, the PDM can be up on the beach in your bag. However, if you want to deliver insulin for a meal or to correct a high glucose level, then the PDM needs to be within 5 feet of the person wearing the pod. Let's talk for a moment about the older version of the Omnipod, the one that looks like a BlackBerry. Now, what's pretty nifty about this device is it can also be used as a blood glucose meter. It's compatible with freestyle test strips, and then the number from that blood glucose test can be used to calculate insulin doses. So if you look at the picture on your screen, you can see that you can turn the device on by pressing the button with the picture of the house. And then what you're able to do is navigate through the menu using the buttons below the screen. From the home screen, you can do a lot of things. You can suspend insulin delivery, you can deliver a bolus, you can set a temporary basal rate, navigate to the pump settings to make changes, and you can also review your history under My Records and then by choosing All History. Be sure to watch some of the advanced training videos if you start to do any of these tasks. Now let's talk about the newer version, or the Dash, that looks like an Android phone. Similar to an Android phone, this device can be turned on, had it upside down, by pushing the button on the side of the device. Keep in mind that this device doesn't function as a blood glucose meter, but it can be paired with the Contour Next 1 meter, which can communicate with the device via Bluetooth. Let's go back to another picture on the screen where we can look at some of the details on the home screen. So, again, this device is touchscreen, just like a smartphone. And you can see that on the home screen, you're going to see how much insulin you have on board or how much insulin is active in your body right now. It'll also tell you the time of the last bolus, your last blood glucose that was entered, and then the other icons help you navigate around the PDM. So check out the menu buttons there to see the different places that you can go. For more information on how to use some of the features on either of these devices, we recommend that you refer to the manufacturer's guidelines. To simplify this process for you, we've included some links back on the T1D Toolkit website, as well as some links to some videos that will walk you through how to put on a new pod or how to deliver a bolus. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the Omnipod systems.